Hi guys! Today we're going to do a makeup transformation with a creepy smile inspired by this awesome creepy art piece called Say Cheese by Rodger Pister. If you've been watching my Sketchy Day videos, I drew this and some of you have been suggesting that I make a makeup transformation out of it. I'm absolutely obsessed with this art piece because it reminds me of school on picture day and bullies, like I said in my Sketchy Day video. So warning, this video is going to be very extremely creepy. Just telling you ahead of time. So, let's get started. First of all, we are going to put our hair back in a ponytail, and then we are going to clip back our bangs and our stray hairs with bobby pins. Then we are going to disappear our eyebrows using glue. Swipe that on there. Let it not completely dry but get tacky. Put some powder on it. A lot of you guys have been asking if this tears off your eyebrows, and girl, no. But then we're going to do another big thick glob of Elmer's glue. The purple one is best. Let that get tacky and do another layer of powder. This is going to give us a flat surface to paint on all the rest of our makeup. And then we're going to use a makeup face primer to prep our face. I'm using the Benefits Professional. Wiping that all over my face. Try to do it very lightly on your eyebrows so you don't mess up all that glue work that we just did. And then you're also probably going to want to swipe it down your neck to your collarbones. Now I'm just going to take my Ben Nye Clown white makeup with a cosmetic triangle sponge that I've dampened and dab a light layer of that all over your face, but you want to focus very opaque white sections on your forehead, areas that you want to stand out more than others. And the rest of it you're going to put over your eyelids and over the bridge of your nose, but we are going to leave the center where our nose is blank without any white makeup because we are going to paint that in with some other color later. Kind of looks like I have a crazy milk mustache for a second, and then put white on the bottom of your nose all the way down to your chin. You're also going to want to put this white makeup on your neck, and also you might want to put some on your ears. And then to set all the makeup, you're going to want to use some baby powder, or if you have translucent powder, that would work just fine with a giant powder brush just to set the canvas. Now I'm just going to get a cheap brown eyeliner pencil and start drawing the outlines of this crazy smile with the huge teeth. You want the center to be not in the middle of your face, but a little off. And the bigger teeth in the middle descending towards smaller teeth going on the outside of your cheeks. It's going to be extremely rough to try to get these lines very straight and vertical as possible near your eyes while you're closing your eyes. This might take some time, but it is well worth it. You want the bottom row of teeth to be thicker at the top and go more narrow at the bottom. You don't have to make these super precise or neat. And now that you think you have the teeth positioned where you want them to be, you are going to get some white cream makeup. I'm using my Makeup Forever palette, but you can use any Halloween cream makeup that you have on hand and do the ends of the teeth stark white, and then they're going to gradiate to more dingy yellowness later. So once you have the tips of all those teeth white, we're going to take this light pale yellow color that I made mixed together with the yellow and the white Makeup Forever cream makeups and do the dinginess on the teeth on the top of each tooth. They kind of look like corn kernels, and these are kind of hard to paint on your eyes. You have to do one eye at a time, so you can leave the other one open, of course, to look at what you're doing. You can have another paintbrush to blend those in to make them gradiate from the white to the yellow dinginess. As disgusting as this sounds, the teeth colors remind me of yellow snow, the type of snow you don't want. Now I'm mixing my own light brown shade of the brown and the white pigments from my Makeup Forever palette. I'm going to use this as a shadow color on the bottoms of my teeth. You just want to do light feathery strokes so you don't make the yellow marks too muddy. Honestly, girl, during this whole time, you're just going to want to keep looking at that awesome art piece and being like, can I do this? Let's see if I can make it look exactly like it is on my face. Then using a very thin paintbrush and some black makeup, if you don't have this palette, you could also use black lipstick. We are going to start outlining one of the teeth. And I say one because I realize I want to do some more detail on the face before I finish outlining all the rest of the teeth. So with the light brown eyeshadow and a very tiny eyeshadow brush, I am going to use this color to do more shadowing near the corner yellowness of the teeth. You're going to want to do the tops and bottoms. This is going to give the whiteness and the yellowness of them stand out, especially the white parts. It's going to gleam and look like they're shining and maybe have a little bit of saliva on it. I know, sounds very gross, but trust me, it will look good later. Then I'm just going to go back with that black paint in the thin paintbrush again and outline the rest of the teeth. The bottom of the teeth towards your nose is going to be thicker and more square, and the top is going to be a little bit more pointed like the smaller end of a candy corn. This is going to make your teeth look very cartoon and animated, but later on we're going to do more definition that'll make it more realistic than cartoonish. So once you're done outlining those teeth, you're going to get a matte red eyeshadow color and pat that very ever so lightly on your bottom lip under the teeth, and this is going to act like the color of your gums. You could do it in between the little wedges of the teeth space very lightly as possible because it's easier to add more eyeshadow than it is to take it away because we have so many other layers of powders and makeups. Doing it on the top row of teeth too, and you want to take that all the way to your eyebrows. Then I'm going to take a beautiful burgundy color because it has a mixture of red and browns to do as a contouring shadow shade from the color of your gums to the white parts of your face. And taking that light brown eyeshadow again with the push liner brush and just doing grooves and edges in the skin so that it looks like that grin is actually making the sides of the mouth wrinkle to make it more realistic. You can use your fingertips to press lightly, don't smear the makeup, but just lightly tap it so you can blend the eyeshadows to the whites of your face, or just use a very clean blending brush so that you can ensure you don't mess up the makeup. Then I'm going to get a makeup texturizing sponge. These are one of my very all-time favorite makeup tools in some red pigment. Again, you can use lipstick for this. And tap that on the edges of that red eyeshadow that we did above our teeth. This is going to give the gums some texture, a little bit bloody looking, and just make it very more realistic. It reminds me the whiteness with this red realistic texture of the movie Jaws when the shark opens his mouth and he has all those cuts near the gums in his teeth. Do that on the bottom as well on your bottom lip. Then just taking some matte black eyeshadow in a gigantic fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm going to start contouring the sides of my face and giving my whole entire look some depth and shadow, especially on the outside sides of the grin. This is where it's going to give some contrast to the rest of our look. Like I said, the lighter the better because you can always add more. You want to go very lightly towards the center of your face and darker on the edges near your hairline. You're also going to want to get that bottom chin. It's going to make your face not only look sharper on the bottom, but make the white and the teeth stand out more. It kind of frames the face. And then your temples and more of your hairline. You're going to want to do it more darker on one side than the other, according to how it looks like on the art piece again. You're also going to want to swipe this black eyeshadow down your neck, give it more crevices and deep insets like the art piece on where the strenuous marks on the veins of his neck will be. On the top of your forehead, very oh so lightly give it a gray tinge so the center top of your forehead is more white looking. I like this because it gives the whole face a more skull-like effect. Then with a mixture of black and brown makeup and a very thin paintbrush, I'm going to color in between those teeth and give it more darkness, depth, and dimension because he has a little bit of gaps between his teeth. They're not perfectly straight side by side together. They have more shadows towards the gums. Now it's time to fill in the middle part of the mouth. We're going to use some black makeup in a paintbrush and start painting in the tip of your nose all the way across your cheeks in the middle of these two sets of teeth that we just painted on. Make sure to go slow and steady so you don't mess anything up, because girl, it's hard to take away black makeup off of things that you just did. You're going to swipe that black makeup towards the outer grin and pat it a little bit to make the edges connect to the gums and the back of the teeth. Then with the black makeup, we are going to get it in a very thin paintbrush and define the outlines of the teeth more, because maybe we lost some of the definition with all of the eyeshadows we put on before. Then with that black makeup and the texturizing sponge, we are going to do the sides of the face and do some more contouring, shadowing, and darkness, just to have the teeth and all the effects that we painted on pop on more. You could put this also on the inside of your ears. I know this is super messy, but it's going to look more like the art piece and give our demon looking, toothy grinned person thing have more character and depth. And then with that very thin paintbrush and the black paint, you can define the bottom edges of the teeth. Some of them are slanted than others, I noticed. Honestly, I love that because it gives it more character. No one's grin and teeth are perfect, especially on this little demon child looking thing we're doing. Just getting that red paint on the texturizing sponge again and defining more of the gums. If you make a mistake, you could always get more white makeup and cover it up. You know, just act like that didn't happen. Getting some more of that black eyeshadow and doing some more contours and shadowing on our chin. You can get a very tiny baby paintbrush and that white makeup and do little flecks of white of the skin peeking next to the gums. Get that texturizing sponge again with the black makeup and darken in one side of your face near the corners of the grin. Do more, like I said, contouring and shadowing. More shadows with the eyeshadow brush with some brown eyeshadow that we've been using and the black. And you can also take it down to the teeth if you want them more dark and dingy to have more of a contrast from the whiteness of the teeth that are at the tips of it. Then taking that texturizing sponge with the black paint again and darkening in the sides of the neck and more of those strenuous vein marks so that it not only looks just like the art piece, but it makes our creature, smiley, creepy person look more like they're straining to smile with these teeth. Now that we are completed with our makeup look, we are not done yet. I am going to get a business white button-down collared shirt, crisp and clean, and put it on myself. Taking a red tie. Yes, I learned how to tie a real tie just for you guys for this video. It literally took me an hour watching YouTube tutorials. YouTube is so helpful. Without it, I wouldn't have found you amazing people. So tie that tie. And then, we're not done yet, I'm gonna get a business jacket and slap that on my body looking like a preppy schoolboy. And then with slightly ghetto ratchetness will come out, I misplaced my wig cap, so I had to improvise and I literally put a stocking on my head just to flatten and keep my hair together so I could put a wig on to look like a blonde boy. I may look a little bit like Donald Trump if he was platinum Paris Hilton blonde. I got this very cheap wig at a Halloween store. Adjust it as well as you can. And that is our finished look with wig and all. I know the shoulder pads are a little high on this jacket, but it was the only one I could find. This is actually my brother's clothes that I borrowed. I know this is a creepy makeup tutorial. I hope I don't scare you too bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed the look. I love getting inspiration from creepier things and of course other drawings that people have made. So Rodger, Pister, thank you so much for creating this creature in the first place. And thank you all for watching. This was so interesting to take off. Kind of relieving because the suit was getting hot. But I took away half of the makeup first just to do a side-by-side and to creep myself out a little bit. If you guys want to try to do this look yourself, just hashtag #catsketch. You can send it to me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All the products I use in this video will be listed down below in the description. Thank you so much again for watching, and I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.